Everyone thinks Bitcoin exchanges are secure vaults. August 2, 2016 proved them catastrophically wrong. August 2, 2016. Hong Kong. Bitfinex was one of the world's largest Bitcoin trading platforms. Customers held their digital assets there, trusting the exchange to keep them safe. That morning, something went terribly wrong. The company discovered that roughly 119,756 Bitcoin had been stolen. At the price that day, that was approximately $65 million gone. No announcement, no warning, just absence. Bitfinex didn't immediately tell anyone. The platform went offline without explanation. Customers couldn't access their accounts. For hours, the company was silent. The gap between when the theft occurred and when it became public knowledge is where the real story lies. Because during those missing hours, the stolen Bitcoin was already moving. The investigation later revealed the theft happened through a vulnerability in Bitfinex's wallet system. The attacker, or attackers, had accessed the back-end infrastructure. They withdrew Bitcoin in batches, moving it systematically. The exchange's hot wallet, where active trading funds were kept, had been compromised. This wasn't a simple password breach. This was a coordinated technical intrusion. When Bitfinex finally went public, the response was swift. The price of Bitcoin dropped. Customers who couldn't access their funds panicked. Some lost everything they'd deposited. The exchange had no insurance. There was no FDIC protection. In traditional banking, a theft of this scale would trigger federal intervention. Cryptocurrency had no such safety net. Victims were simply told, "Your coins are gone." But here's where the story takes a different turn. Bitfinex didn't disappear. The company issued something called BFX tokens to affected users. These represented a claim on future recovery. It was an IOU. The exchange promised to buy back the tokens as it recovered losses. Many customers were skeptical. Others saw it as the only path forward. The tokens became tradable. Some were sold at steep discounts. What happened next was unexpected. Over the following months and years, Bitfinex actually did recover Bitcoin. They bought back BFX tokens. Customers who held them received their compensation. Some even profited. By 2024, the exchange had fully resolved the incident. But that resolution took years. The stolen Bitcoin itself, that's where law enforcement's focus shifted. The U.S. Department of Justice spent years tracking the stolen coins through the blockchain. Bitcoin transactions are permanent. Every movement is recorded on an immutable ledger. The thief thought they could hide by moving funds through exchanges and mixing services. But the blockchain is forever. In 2022, federal agents traced a portion of the stolen Bitcoin to a specific wallet. They had a suspect. The arrest involved a married couple. One had allegedly orchestrated the technical theft. The other was accused of laundering the proceeds. They'd moved the Bitcoin through various addresses, converted portions to other cryptocurrencies, and attempted to obscure the chain of ownership. What they didn't account for, blockchain analysis had become a science. Every hop was traceable. The pattern itself told a story. The laundering attempt revealed a fundamental truth. Bitcoin's transparency is also its weakness. Yes, transactions are pseudonymous, but they're not anonymous. If law enforcement can link a wallet to a person, every transaction that wallet made is exposed. The couple had tried to use privacy coins and mixing protocols. None of it was foolproof. The blockchain gave investigators a map. The case wasn't closed overnight. Years of investigation, forensics, and legal proceedings followed. But it established something critical. Cryptocurrency theft could be prosecuted. The thief couldn't simply vanish into the digital ether. The ledger itself was evidence. And blockchain analysis, once considered speculative, became a legitimate law enforcement tool. The Bitfinex hack didn't kill Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, but it exposed something essential. Exchanges needed security upgrades, users needed to understand the risks, and regulators needed frameworks. The stolen $65 million became a catalyst. It showed that digital assets once taken could still be traced. The crime itself was real. The consequences were inescapable. Today, the Bitfinex hack remains one of the largest cryptocurrency thefts ever prosecuted. It's a case study in how digital assets move, how they're traced, and why the ledger always keeps score. The platform survived. The users were eventually made whole, and the perpetrators faced the law. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Subscribe for deep dives into the cases that shaped how we understand crypto, new investigations every week. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research.